Hey guys, it's Jake the Ticket Leprechaun with a video to kind of update you guys on some stuff I got here for Christmas for my collection. I'm very fortunate that some of my family members, my brother and my mom and my fiance, went in together and got me some things I wanted for my collection. So it's always nice to have some of those on Christmas Day. It's pretty cool. And also today I'm going to give a shout out to another group that I'm a part of, OBC, Old Baseball Cards. It's basically a group that you get in where it's basically premised on RAOKs, or random acts of kindness, kind of a what goes around comes around kind of thing. It's all vintage cards, and they're very much into cards being off condition. So marks, creases, ding corners, whatever. It's not for the condition sensitive collector that wants, graded cards, 8s, and what have you. So myself, personally, I like G to VG cards, something that would probably grade like 2, 3, is fine. As long as there's no, major creasing or marks on their face, or, I don't really like writing or, totally missing pieces from the cards. So I'm going to share a few cards I got from that, as well as some other things I got for Christmas. But before I get into that, like I said, it's the Christmas season, and I want to share a Bible verse with you guys. And it's from Luke 2:14. It is, "Glory to God in the highest, on earth, goodwill, peace toward men." So I hope all of you guys can take that into account, not just during Christmas time, but throughout the year. That, God so blessed us by sending His only Son to die for us on Christmas, when He was born, and we should be happy about that and share that peace and goodwill with other people throughout the year. But now, to some baseball cards. So, from OBC first, from my friend Ed Hutchison, he sent me 368 tops for my set. The first one is Johnny Callison. Here you can see that one. A Tony Gonzalez. And you can see on the corner here, it's a little dinged, but, I don't mind, especially for my 60s sets. I'm a little more picky on my 50s. I really like those. And then he finally sent me a Hall of Famer Don Sutton from 68 tops. Very cool. Next was Doug DeYoung. I call him Uncle Doug. He's a guy I met locally that also is an OBC, and he sent me these with a nice Christmas card. And his was actually 2 Hall of Famers from my favorite set from the 60s, 67 tops. There's just something about the old photography with the facsimile autographs on the cards. I just think they're really cool. This is the first one. It's Cards Clubbers, Hall of Famer Lou Brock, and then not a Hall of Famer, but also on the card, Kurt Flood. He also sent me this 67 tops Hoyt Wilhelm, Hall of Famer. And as you can tell, there's a little bit of a crease across his hat there, but I don't particularly mind as long as they're not on their faces. A little pickier on 50s, like I said, but nice card. Thanks, Doug. Then finally, as far as vintage care packages I got, a friend of mine on Blowout, Scott Garrison, said, "Hey man, checked out your website, hadn't talked to you in a while, and saw you could use these vintage. Do you want them?" "Sure, man, what do you want for them?" And he just sent them to me for Christmas. So thanks, Scott. I really appreciate that. The first 2 are from 1965 tops. There's a Dave McNally, Orioles. Very cool. These 65 tops are popular with that, the old team banner. They just have a cool feel to them. Really cool cards. And this one is Sam McDowell of the Indians. And I know this is the first time I've kind of talked about my, vintage sets that I collect. So real quickly, I collect 1933, 34, 36, and 38 Gowdy. 1939, 1940, 1941 play ball. 1948 through 55 Bowman. 1952 through 55 Redman. And 1951 through 1969 tops. All the sets. So got a lot of vintage projects going on. I've actually completed 54, 56, and 59 tops. And I'm going to share those with you guys one day with some binders as I kind of work my way through my collection here. But to finish up the care package from Scott, he also sent me this 69 tops rookie of Ken Brett and Gary Moses. It's cool. It's one I needed. You know? Commons are as much needed in the spreadsheet as the stars. And then this really cool Sporting News Lalich Series Hero outduels Bob Gibson in the 68 World Series. Very cool how they made it look like, you know, an old newspaper clipping for those cards from the prior year's World Series. That was Game 7 in 1968, as the Tigers took it from the Cardinals. Now, I'll try and get through the rest of this video pretty quickly. These were my Christmas gifts, either from my brother, my mom, or my fiance, who kind of got these gifts for me for my collection, which is always cool on Christmas. First up, a few more vintage from 55 Tops, a set that I'm about 70% done with. Ted Kluszewski, 55 Tops. And Hall of Famer Warren Spahn, 300 game winner and 1957 World Series Braves champion. Very cool. Then mixing it up a little bit, first time I've showed you guys a different sport. I'm a big Tar Heel fan, and I collect UNC basketball autographs as well as a select few, baseball or football guys from UNC. So here's a Kennedy Meeks that my brother got me. Very cool. Out of Contenders. 2017 national champions defending. Then I have a Marquise Williams autograph, who between him and current Browns quarterback, I kind of got spoiled in football a little bit for UNC. We had a rough year this year. But Tar Heels no matter what. One school. A Tyler Zeller out of SP Authentic autograph. Another Tar Heel. And finally, I chose 51 players in the NBA, or current or past, that I wanted to collect who I think are the all-time greats, or they were a fan favorite, or I have them in my collection for different reasons. But this is the first autograph since I kind of started that and put it on my website, that kind of thing, which is thepointguard.weebly.com, by the way, if you want to check it out. But this is an autograph of the Iceman, George Gervin, also an NBA Hall of Famer and someone who's an all-time great. Then this card, about 6 months ago, I sold off a lot of my 5-star autographs that I decided I wasn't going to keep to help fund my Babe Ruth autograph. And I accidentally sold every copy I had of this player, and I mentioned it to my brother, and thankfully he got me one for Christmas, so now there's no longer a hole in my 500 home run club, 3,000 hit club, and very happy that he got me this one, even though it's a minor card. But 2014 Rafael Palmeiro autograph. And then finally I got 3 more cards. They're technically postcards. I love the Perez Steel postcards. They are just so cool to me. And for my needs for a lot of my Hall of Famers, I'm going to try and get these. And I'd love to get one of all of them, whether it's a cut signature or, the hard signed copies that are out there, since I do have the Babe Ruth, which is one of the biggest. So here's a couple I got for Christmas. Red Ruffing. Very excited about this one. I think it was the biggest autograph I got for Christmas. Excited to get a cut auto of him. A Yankees great pitcher. A Rick Farrell, another Hall of Famer. Perez Steel. And you can tell this one's a little different. It's from the Celebration set, which is okay, but I'd rather have the Hall of Fame series from Perez Steel, like this Lou Badreau here that I also got. I already have a Lou Badreau, but I'm not opposed to having a postcard. I'll either keep the second autograph, trade it, keep it, whatever. I really wanted the Perez steal, like I said. Then finally, this is something I really wanted, and I'm going to share this component of my collection with you guys soon. But I did get this for Christmas, and I was very excited from my brother. A Squints bobblehead from the movie The Sandlot. Now, there's one catch with this. As you can see, my brother got me one for Christmas. Squints. Super excited, right? I work in baseball, and the GM of our team contacted the GM of the Brooklyn Cyclones, and he had got me one for Christmas as well. So now I have 2 Squints bobbleheads, and while they're awesome, I really only need one. So if anybody out there needs one, I'd be happy to trade, sell you one. I'd love to get another bobblehead for my collection, or something else I can use, because I really don't have a need for 2 of them. So that completes what I have to share with you guys today that I got from Christmas, some OBC stuff. I'm busy updating my spreadsheets and my website and getting everything documented. But I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. Hope you got some stuff for your collection, and I'll be uploading some more videos soon about what I did in 2017 for my collecting goals and what I'm going to do in 2018. And also, my dad and I have started building an ultimate collection storage unit, if you will, that I'm going to store all of my stuff in. So be sure to check out that video and follow along with us as we kind of do that. Shout out to Mike, Baseball Collector, for the inspiration on part of that. All right, guys, have a good day.